Hello, welcome back to the woods, and welcome back to another one of my bushcraft gear top tips. So this bushcraft gear top tip is all to do with the cuts kit. Now, for those of you who've seen my previous bushcraft gear top tip on cuts kits, will know that rather than carry it on my upper body where I'm putting layers on, taking layers off all the time, I keep it on my lower body. It's in my back pocket of my trousers, just here, so that I can get to it in a hurry if I need to. And there it is there. This video looks at a couple of little additions that I put in it for this time of year, the winter, and the reasons I put them in. Now, your cuts kit isn't a full-blown medical kit. It's just there for those little cuts, scratches, splinters, etc. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. I've put mine inside a little nylon case with a bit of cord on it so I can get to it in a hurry, and a great big cross on there so everyone knows it's my first aid kit. It's set up so I can do everything one-handed, and I can get into the kit in a hurry if I need to. The actual kit itself, it's just a little Wilko's throwaway first aid kit with a couple of additions: safety pin, set of Otom tick tools, bit of duct tape wound around the outside. This time of year I put in a couple of extra items too. And all those couple of extra items is a chapstick, which at this time of year your lips can start to break up a little bit where they get sore, etc. So a chapstick is useful, because if these start cracking up and you get infection in there, well, then you could have a bit of a problem. So I always carry one of those at this time of year. Also in there, I've put in a tampon as well. Now, obviously the tampon, everyone knows, a great multi-purpose item. We can use them for water collection, we can use them for all sorts of things. And they are indeed included in my main first aid kit. Now, I've seen a lot of people say, oh, they're not sterile cotton wool, you shouldn't use them for plugging wounds. I don't. They're a compressed piece of cotton wool. I can bust this open, it gives me an awful lot of cotton wool for wiping wounds down so that I can actually see what I'm treating. And at this time of year, it also, when combined with this, gives me a very good fire starting possibility, because this one is basically a solid form of wax and petroleum jelly, and this one compressed cotton wool, and what I can make is an inside out candle. So first job, remove the packaging from the tampon. Then what I want to do is bust it open. You can do that just by pulling them apart, twist them, or you can just literally cut them open. But they come open, and what it gives you is lots and lots of this cotton wool. I want to open that up as much as I can. There we go, and what I'm starting to get is a long strip of cotton wool, and that is exactly what I want. So with the cotton wool prepped, I'm now going to take my little chapstick, take the top off, wind it up, break that off, and then wrap this, the petroleum jelly wax combination, in the cotton wool of the tampon. And what I've got there is a really cracking little emergency fire starter. Help me get my twigs alight so I can get that emergency fire on, or even just get a brew on the go so I've got a nice warm drink. And this works really well every time. Now, what starts to happen is as the cotton wool burns, it starts to melt the Vaseline inside, which then feeds into the cotton wool and it acts like a candle. Now, that will burn away for quite some time, which, if you've got damp twigs you're trying to dry out, it makes an ideal wet weather fire starter.